Hey guys, history behind the warrior, and today we're going to be talking about Rain, the Edenian half-god. Now that you guys know that I'm covering Rain on the Saturday so that way I can make Kano on the Sunday. Now let's get to it. Pre-Mortal Kombat. Rain is from the realm of Edenia. He is one of the children of Argus, who was actually a god. Rain grew up without knowing of his own heritage, due to Edenia being invaded by Outworld. As a result of the invasion, Rain was given to an unnamed but key general in the Edenian army. Rain would grow up seeing this man as his own father figure, due to Argus rejecting him from the royal family. At some point later on, Rain's foster father would be killed by Shao Kahn, and Rain would be recruited into Outworld's army. Now this is going to be really weird, but we're going to go all the way to Mortal Kombat Deception, as it hovers through many timelines and we can talk about what happened to Rain during this timeline. Now the events we're going to be talking about happened before the first Mortal Kombat tournament. Rain appears in Mortal Kombat Deception in the Conquest mode. Rain appears in a side quest, in which he asks Sir Genko to retrieve an enchanted dagger from the royal Shokan family. Rain states that Shao Kahn had actually enlisted him to retrieve the dagger for his own purposes, but really, Rain just wants it for himself. Although at the end of the quest he is knocked out by Jade, it's canonly believed that he keeps the daggers, as they are part of his wardrobe in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Several years later, he mysteriously appears during the Earthrealm invasion. Rain was now trained in the art of combat, and during the Earthrealm invasion he would be confronted by Princess Kitana, who informed him about the truth of his adoptive father's death, and that was by the hands of Shao Kahn. After learning of this, Rain was furious and embarked on a suicide mission against the Emperor. It is unknown whether or not he confronted Kahn during any point before his defeat. Now Rain disappears for a very long time. It's actually quite shocking because I didn't expect it, but he misses out on the events of Mortal Kombat 4 and Deadly Alliance and only makes a small cameo in Mortal Kombat Deception. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. During the events of Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Rain learns of his true Edenian heritage from Quan Chi, in which he learns he is a direct descendant to Argus, the protector god of Edenia. Due to his relation to a god, Rain began referring to himself as a prince of all the realms. Rain does turn up in the Mortal Kombat Armageddon Conquest mode, but he still chooses to fight on the side of evil, although he no longer serves Shao Kahn. During the Conquest mode, he learns of Tavern and Dagon being his brothers. Rain is understandably spiteful to his younger brothers due to the fact that Argus accepted them and not him. Rain now wishes to kill both his half-brothers and to absorb the power of Blaze for himself. Finally ascending to true godhood, Rain confronts Taven, but he's defeated by his brother, in which he then escapes. Rain's final appearance in the original timeline is when he is seen on the forces of darkness fighting the forces of light in the Battle of Armageddon. However, much like everyone else in the Battle of Armageddon, he dies. However, this is not the end for Rain, as he resurfaces in the Mortal Kombat 9 reboot. Now Rain returns to Mortal Kombat 9 as a DLC character, with some of his history slightly altered. Much like the original Rain, he's orphaned the same way by Shao Kahn's conquest, but instead of growing up and having a fatherly figure, Rain grows up under the protection of the Edenian resistance. Rain grew up to be an exceptional fighter, rising through the ranks very quickly. As his expectations grew, so did his arrogance. This would lead to the demigod demanding leadership of the resistance forces, however he was refused. Rain didn't take too kindly to this and turned against his allies, betraying them to Shao Kahn. Mortal Kombat Comic. In the comic, Rain is revealed to have aligned himself with Reiko and Mileena in their war against Kotal Kahn. Rain proves to be an essential part of Reiko's plan in the ambush of Kotal Ketz and his forces. This is because Rain has the ability to control the weather. By doing this, he can block out the sun, weakening the Oztek's power as they draw most of their power from the sun. This would lead Goro to killing Kotal Ketz with ease. Later on, Kotal Kahn arrives and attempts to seek retribution for his father's murder. Rain then attempts to block out the sun once more, however he is brutally burned by Kotal Kahn's sun power due to him making a deal with blood magic. Despite being badly burned, Rain manages to survive this. Rain's scorched body was collected by the Red Dragon and brought to Mileena's keep. Whilst on his journey to Satian Valley by the Red Dragons, he overhears them discussing Reiko's true loyalty to the Chaos Mage known as Havoc. Mileena watches over him until he recovers and regains his composure. After finally regaining some of his senses, Rain tells Mileena of Reiko's true loyalty. This shocks Mileena, in which she then pursues after Reiko whilst Rain recovers. Mortal Kombat X. Rain appears in Mortal Kombat X as an NPC character. Although Rain is still aligned with Mileena, he has his own ulterior motives. Rain's actual intentions is to steal the Outworld throne for himself. Rain suggests that Mileena gets Shinnok's amulet to use it against Kotal Khan, knowing that it would slowly kill Mileena whilst weakening Kotal Khan's forces. At some point, Rain has learned of his heritage as being a lost son of Argus and begins to declare himself a god. Rain first appears in Mortal Kombat X in Kotal Khan's chapter. Rain accompanies Mileena, Tanya and the Tarkatan forces as they follow through an ambush attack on Kotal Khan. The Emperor's carriage is lured into a trap with Kano's help, in which the attack would then ensue, with Rain urging Mileena to use Shinnok's amulet. Rain stands by Mileena during the attack until they are confronted by Kotal Khan. After Mileena has been knocked off a rooftop by Kotal Khan, the two of them then bicker. Kotal Khan recognizes Rain's divinity, however the Edenian quickly traps the Emperor in an orb of water, reminding him of his claims to godhood. Kotal then begins questioning Rain about his intentions, until he is drop-kicked off the rooftop as well. Rain then teleports to the streets below, confronting the Emperor, and telling him he will teach him the difference between pretension and true godhood. Despite being a demigod, Rain loses against Kotal Khan and is very nearly executed by Aaron Black. After Mileena saves Rain, he teleports away, only to return later when Mileena fails to kill Kotal Khan with Shinnok's amulet. The two then teleport away. Rain is next seen in Devora's chapter, where he's confronted by Devora and Cassie Cage as they storm Mileena's camps. Devora reveals that she is well aware of Rain's desire for the throne of Outworld, and the son of Argus reveals his deception towards Mileena, revealing it was him who devised the plan to steal Shinnok's amulet. When Tanya grabs Cassie, Rain engages Devora, intending to kill her but manages to lose to the chitin. Rain and Tanya are nearly killed by Devora until Cassie Cage stops her, and this is the last we see of Rain. We don't really know what happens to him after this, whether or not he's been exiled, or maybe he might even be imprisoned. It's left unclear. And that's the end for Rain, guys. I have to admit, I'm kind of shocked at the fact that he doesn't have so much history, because I thought he was a massive player in Mortal Kombat, but turns out I was wrong. Anyway guys, I hope you liked this video, and as you guys know, Kano's gonna come out tomorrow, hopefully on time if I can do that. But as always guys, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.